Alright guys, so I got a pretty cool little deal going on. We got an order for some real rustic looking flooring. The guy come in, he wanted red oak. He wanted us to plane it down to size on one side, flip it over, and we're gonna run it through the drum sander attachment on the Woodmaster planer. And just barely, what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the saw marks and we're gonna try to just take like the splinters off. And so we got our lumber here. He ordered quite a bit, so we're got some lower grade material here. We're trying to get everything lined up on. He was going to use this for his window trim, but the rest of it he's going to use for flooring. So it's pretty cool. And the first time I've done this, we got our Woodmaster. We're about to put it to work. Like I said, we're gonna plane down one side to like 1/16 from 3/4, and then we're gonna flip it around and we're gonna just take a shim off, a little bit off on the top, and hopefully be able to figure out a sweet spot where we can keep the saw marks and get rid of like the fuzzy splinter part of it. So y'all enjoy the video and stay tuned. I say we sand them and have him look at them before we break into the...
But that puts us into not getting done with today.
Well, I mean, we could plane it. We could just plane it all.
Let's see if we can find everything. I don't know.
Alright, do a commentary on setting this here thing up.
Have no idea. You gotta put the felt on here. Or not, it's Velcro, that's what it is. It said to cut it 10¼ inches.
Now you got steel wool on it.
Don't get steel wool on
I got a piece of steel wool on my finger.
it.
I'll be talking to HR about that. You gonna use your knife or a pair of scissors?
I'll use a pair of scissors, but I want to make sure that I did that right. I think it needs to be the other way. I think it needs to be like that.
Why don't you just... Well, you made a mess, didn't you?
No, I didn't do that. That was probably bad.
It'll take that piece off.
No. Like that. I about did it again.
How long does it need to be?
10 5/8.
Oh.
What is this? Yeah.
Where's your marker at?
almost start right there.
Mm-hmm.
5/8. I think this might be showing my darn marker.
Yeah, why don't you do that on the back side?
Because I always forget. You know what I'm saying? It's reverse.
Yeah.
I think I might have took those in the hands. Nope. Look at that. Right in the back pocket, buddy.
Didn't happen very often.
Well, it's not very often that I remember it's there. That would be the problem.
So the directions say you got to cut it at an angle like that?
Yep.
I guess to keep it from peeling off.
And then we're supposed to use some special tape. Gonna end up using the old duct tape. You gotta keep all the stuff off of it. It says you don't have to be
Touching?
touching, but just make sure it don't lap.
Oh, so a little bit of a gap is better than it lapping.
If it laps, naturally it's gonna
Tear.
well, it's gonna leave a ridge in your whatever you're.
Oh, what do you think about that?
This honestly is a lot easier than I had imagined it all being when I read the instructions the very first time. Leave this end over here loose.
Do you need to cut a 10.5-inch deal on that?
Oh, yeah, you'd think. We could probably just do something like that. Start about right there.
Mm-hmm.
Go to about right
I'll hold it if you mark it.
there. I'm sure that's good on a Sharpie. Is it really a Sharpie?
It's Sharpie, all right, yeah. Fine point. Get
Yeah.
your scissors, they're right there off your hand.
I'm sure that's good on a Sharpie. Boy, just enough. I don't think we could cut that off. Not gonna be very straight, but maybe it'll work. It's gonna be kind of cool.
Boy, look at that. Did you get it? Oh.
Probably should cut that little.
Yeah, I'd cut that off because it's going to get hung on something.
I think this end you kind of leave, honestly, you kind of leave it out there and it turns this way. So this end is
Gonna be pushed down.
Gonna tighten.
Yeah.
They keep getting tighter, and the others are not. But you don't feel like you'd take that now and measure your next piece.
Yeah.
Now the tape comes in here. We don't have the kind they say, but we got these. It said about a 1/2 inch strip. So I'm gonna say it's a 1/2 inch.
Nah, 4/8.
I reckon you know if you got it right, it actually stays on there. Alright, go ahead and cut that if you don't mind. That's just a little too long.
Thing.
I did mess it up. So
Trying to be smart aleck and then.
mess it up completely.
Yep. I'm curious what this is gonna look like.
Me too. So it's gonna turn this way.
Put your belt on there.
Alright. I think it's this belt because there's the only extra belt in there and it's just one belt. So it's supposed to be just a little bit longer. And they put a different pulley on it.
Is that to change the how fast it turns, or
to get it to the right speed? I'll probably get my finger caught in it. Right.
don't get your finger in there.
Try not to. Seems a little on the tight side.
Ooh!
Boy.
Pick a tune with that one.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Alright. Let's put the hood on and.
Tighten that up. Well, no, we gotta do something first.
Oh, what we gotta do?
Does that look straight to you?
Yeah.
Looks pretty straight. Let's tighten this. 'Cause I've never really cinched her down. That don't seem right. What happens when you don't wear your glasses? Alright, so let's put these tools up somewhere. These are the actual tools from Woodmaster. No idea what all they do. Got a nice dab of grease in there. That'll help things. Okay, so the directions say that to set the depth of
the cut, essentially.
of how much you're going to take off, and I'll probably have to read them again. But
You gotta talk louder.
I said I'll probably have to read it again. But basically, what you do is you turn on your roller. You run a board through there and you lower it to till this starts turning. And then you know it's touching.
Okay.
Here. Piece of board.
It's not turning. What'd you do with your handle?
That's a good question. That's what I'm looking for right now. Who's that?
Ow. So crank her down till she turns.
What's this?
Yep. She's turning. No, go back. A little more. There you go.
Alright. Alright, so I'm going to turn that off and I'm going to look at my direction.
Wow.
Index and the sand. Turn off the drum motor. So that's off. Lower the bed so that the board to be sanded will slide easily under. Yep. With the roller drum motor off, feed the stock through the sander, watching the sander drum. As the stock feeds the slowly raise the bed, and the sanding drum turns to kind of lower the bed by 2 turns of the crank. When this starts.
I didn't get any of that.
Alright, so we raised it till it touched.
Yep.
And then now we're gonna. Alright, so it's touched, and alright, so now we're just gonna go down two turns.
Okay.
And so
And what's that do?
and that's 1, 2. That lets us get this board out of here. And then when we get ready, we'll crank it back down 2 turns and run it through.
So you can't use your gauge with the.
Well, you can eventually.
That's what I was thinking. We would just put it in there, set it at 3/4, and run it through.
According to that, it says a negative.
Well. Alright. So we got everything ready to go. We're ready to sand.
Think so.
Alright.
We're gonna find out. Let me get loud. I hear the detector in it, well, it'll end up like you.
Huh? You gotta turn this on first.
Stand back. I think it would literally be a one piece at a time. I don't think you're gonna mass.
No. So anyway, give the rundown on the finished product.
I mean, it just doesn't seem like it's going to work for that to keep the saw marks in it like the customer wants, because there's always a crown in the board. You can see it really well in this one. There's always a crown in a rough board, and since we're just planing, well, here we go. Here's the other side. We planed this side to get our thickness to 3/4. Okay, but when you do that, this side is flat to the planer, but this side is still going to have its crown. So you're going to knock out basically your saw marks everywhere but the just on the sides. Yeah. Now there are probably some boards in there that are 100% flat that it would work, but I think you can take a palm sander or a belt sander and just do it. The customer can do it to his specifications.
Exactly how much saw marks he wants out of the whole ordeal.
Yep, yep.
What about like a commercial floor sander?
Very possible. Very possible. The only thing with it is it's a bigger surface. Once again, when you put your floor down, you're gonna have humps. It's gonna try to take those humps out. When you take the humps out, you're taking out your mark.
Circle mark.
Yeah. I mean, there's just nothing.
Well, I
mean, you could go through and just pick out flat boards, but you'd be talking $15 board foot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just because it's almost like it's going to put it in a veneer.
Yeah.
It's going to put it in that spec because it'll be so hard to find.
Yeah, it'd be hard to find the veneer probably.
Yes.
Or narrow strips.
Or narrow.
So we figured out that with the planer we can make let's
run a 4-inch board. This is a 4 or 5-inch board right here.
Did you have the speed all the way up?
Yes. That goes pretty fast.
Watch your hands. So the 4-inch definitely is what they're after.
Looks much better.
Put it out here in the light. This is what we're after. You see the saw marks? But you can run your hand right through here and don't get splinters. You can go against the grain, don't get splinters. But the problem is a lot of people want wider boards. The guy specifically said he wanted some wider boards. But this 4-inch material, now that'll do it. Run that through there and that'll do it.
That's with 80 grit.
Put 120 on there.
Who knows what 120 would do?
So 4-inch circle sawn flooring is definitely achievable.
I think so.
Let's put some linseed oil on it and see what it looks like. Alright, I got some linseed oil. We're gonna see what it looks like and see if it'll take the grain out. I'll film it if you'll do the honors. Hi, Rat.
What are y'all doing?
We're just
videoing.
Oops.
Can I please be in the show, Dad?
Yeah, say hi.
Hi. What is that?
Linseed oil.
What's a linseed?
I don't know what a linseed is, but they made oil out of it. Hmm.